score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, 25 matchups really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Escapes the sack. He's going to take off. Turning it on!
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action, looking for an open area to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air. It's Russell. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge... Brings into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Slings it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the
Oh, they block it. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Meadows. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down You know, right before the half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Off the RPO, complete. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. They'll punch this in and get a
touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air. The score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The sure hands, it's Black. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Black. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You see the tight ends in nowadays in football, they're just so athletic and they can do so many different things. And right here, this wasn't one of them that we want to brag about. He had a chance to drag across the field and make a catch, but that thing hit him right in the midst, and he just dropped it.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this.
There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for space. It's Young. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trying to keep this drive alive. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Makes the catch. It's Bussey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway, because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. On the run, fires downfield. On target over the middle. Touchdown tie. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Texas A&M 49, Alabama 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the back over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brent. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.